What's up, world? So, as you guys know, I've been working at Walmart, to get my life back in order. After 38 years or 36 years, let's say 37 years of dealing with stupid people in my life, having a dumb family, um, evil family, and I see why I'm the black sheep because everywhere I go, people are like, "Damn, bro, you got so much positivity. You got so much positivity. You should be doing this. You should be somewhere. You should be, you know." And I mean, I get that. I get that all the time, and I understand that I should be, but I had to deal with what I had to deal with, and God gave me the cards that I was dealt, and I didn't know how to play spades. I didn't know how to play Uno. I didn't know how to play all that stuff because to me, I always seen people end up in a bad situation from playing those games. And at a late age, I have to look on YouTube, talk to Chat GPT to learn how to play spades, learn how to play Uno. I just never was comfortable with playing, rolling the dice, unless it was in basketball. So now I gotta reorganize things, redo the deck, shuffling joints back up, and I think I'm ready to play some chess this time. Though I can play whatever game you want me to play, as long as it's legal, of course. But just watching other people on YouTube and whatnot and social media, I'm happy for them. I see them doing things, and I'm like, yo, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm happy, we're finally getting some, notoriety in my town, New Haven, Connecticut. Um, I hope it keeps going. I hope it doesn't matter what kind of issues we have, um, because when you're the first to doing something, and you're gonna change some things, you're gonna get, alienated. You're gonna be treated a certain way, and it's okay. I didn't have a problem with that, but you should have a support system. I didn't have a support system. I had my support system was trying to drag me down even more. So I had to get away. So moving to LA, San Diego, California really, um, started to, rev my engine back up. Spending that time in the car really revved my engine back up and made me start to really see who I was, again. And now that I'm at Walmart, here in Kingsville, it's the center of town, and you kind of have to go to Walmart. It's like two places you have to go, and that's HEB, and that's the grocery store here in Texas, and Walmart, because it's the center of town. And I'm running into a lot of people that I used to work with on the base, the military base, people I used to hang out with out in town, my neighbors, um, and it's just it's constant, and I'm networking, I'm doing what I used to do. I'm the mayor. That's how I am. I always had that mayor like personality where I just shake hands and kiss babies. I love doing that. That's something I enjoy more than anything. Just making people feel good about themselves, because I know how it feels to be down and not feel good, and you know be around people that you have to call blood family, and you just feel horrible around them because they don't want you to be the way you are, because they don't understand, because they can't be that way. Um, but now I know that I have to stand alone. I have to do things on my own. I don't have, I never had support. I never had a family that, quite understood or tried to understand. They didn't know who I was. They just knew what they heard about me, and like I was doing funny things, but I didn't know how to be, I didn't know I had a dry sense of humor, or people just didn't understand where I was going with what I was trying to do. So, but also at the same time, that's like me being drunk. But being sober, I was just a good-hearted person. You know what I mean? I just love people. I love being around people, talking to people. If you treat me wrong, I still want to make sure that I let you know that I'm not no hard feelings. But now working at Walmart and being around people and talking to people, and people know my name when they come in, it's the same effect as it was in San Diego. Same way as it was in LA. Everywhere I go, same way it was in Australia, same way it was in Japan, same way it was in Thailand, same way it was in Malaysia. It's all the same because it's me. it's my energy. It's my, yes, my looks are pretty nice, you know, but I don't have the body anymore like I usually do. I don't look crazy muscular anymore. So like it's really just my personality. It's my energy. It's my aura. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for this experience. Yes, I didn't get to live the life that I want, you know, but I got to this point, and I think I really appreciate things a lot more now because of this situation. Um, you know, I'm meeting all types of people from billionaires to, you know, just regular Joe Schmoes, you know, and it really feels good to hear the same result from them. What are you doing here? You know, what are you doing? What you should be doing this. You should be doing that. That's a good feeling. A lot of people say, "Yo, just help me get there." Nah, I don't need the help getting there. I want the help that you're giving me is giving me that energy, like telling me that I need to do better. I need to be doing more. I need to be doing more. And then, of course, I tell them my situation. I have no problem hiding my situation because it's hard to explain somebody why you're 38 working at Walmart, or you know, when you have such a intellectual mindset like I do, and get money a mindset that I do legally. Um, it's hard to explain that to people. So I just tell them straight up, honest. Like, I had some crazy family. My mom is outside of her mind. My dad just, I don't even know if he has a brain. And my brother's a hater. You know what I'm saying? I tell them exactly what it is. And they tried to ruin my life. I had this and I lost it because they just thought it was a joke to play with my life. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of everybody says, don't you ever go back to them. Don't you ever, I don't care how nice they try to play. I don't care what, because they gonna need somebody, and when they get older, to take care of them when they dying, or you know what I mean, and they in hospice or whatever have you. Make sure you don't be there because they wasn't there to support you. And that's what I say to them. I say, yeah, I know for sure. I'm not gonna, no, there's no way. I don't care. Like I said, I was just having a conversation with myself because I talk about this. I think about this all the time. And I was thinking to myself, if God came down and asked me how I felt about my parents, my mother, my father, my brother, I'd be like, I don't care. I don't care for them at all. I don't care for them. And he'd be like, say it again. I was like, I don't care for their existence. I do not care if they're alive or dead, in hospital. I don't care about none of that. None of that. Don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing. I don't want, like, I want, anyway. I just thought to myself, I don't give a damn because they didn't give a damn about me. When I was going through the hardest times of my life, I was sitting in the car. They didn't ask for me. They didn't help me. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they gonna call it by abuse. They're gonna say, "Oh, it's tough love." I don't want to hear none of that. So what I'm doing is I'm rebuilding myself right now. I'm rebuilding my confidence. You know, I think I'm really getting high on my, you know, I'm getting there, but I'm saving my money. I'm investing my money, and I'm making sure that I got the funds that I need to move how I want to, you know, and I'm still working on the body, but I'm so elated. I'm so happy. I always say elated, but I'm so happy because it's like internal what I'm feeling about working again, you know, and meeting people and talking to people, and just, you know, people, somebody said that yesterday, man, you came over and just introduced yourself and asked if I needed help. They don't usually do that. And I was like, I know. I want to be different. I want to set a whole nother energy into this whole place, this whole store. When people come in here, come into Walmart, I want people to come see me first. They want to be looking for me. I don't care if it's for apparel stuff. I don't care if it's for car stuff. I want people to come to me and be like, where's Marcus at? Where's Marcus at? Yo, I just can't wait to see you again. When I come to Walmart, I make sure I come see you. I want to be that magnifying, you know, that just that, you know, I just want to be that person. And I know I have the personality to do that because I've done it in many places. So, um, I just love being out and seeing people and talking to people again. And I hide right after. You know, I make sure I come right here and I hang out with the dogs. I get my sleep in. I work out, do my little workouts when they sleeping. You know, I just know what I got to do, and I know what my purpose is. Excuse me. I know what my purpose is, and right now, I'm just doing a total rebuild. You know, I'm feeling like I don't want to put a number on it or a percentage on it, but I feel like I'm really halfway to where I want to be. Body's starting to feel a lot better. You know, right now it's just the right ankle still messing with me, but I'm gonna get back on this court, play basketball. I don't need to play in the NBA or some stuff. As long as I am hooping, whatever is gonna meant for me is gonna find me, and my heart is pure. I'm a genuine person. I don't mean to hurt nobody. I don't want to mess with nobody. I don't go out of my way to make somebody feel bad because they doing better than me. I've never been that type of person. I never intentionally stepped on anybody's toes to just, I've never been like that. I respect people's space, and when you disrespect mine, I'm coming for you. That's just how it always been. But now I realize I don't care. I have too much love around me. I have too much love in my heart that I just don't care. I don't want to see the certain people that I don't want to see. You know what I mean? Like they're back at home. I don't want to see them, but I want to see them succeed. And I want to see them live life the way that they should. And bro, because I know that the purpose for me is way greater than what it is right now. Is way better than what I'm putting out. And it wasn't because of my doing. None of this stuff happened because of me. Like it was all pre-planned. And everybody that I tell this story to, because part of my therapy is just talking to people, telling people what's going on, because people want to know. When it's hard to explain yourself when you look like me, you have to explain yourself because it's like they think that it's supposed to be the easiest life for you because you look like this, you talk like this, you have a personality like this. They think that life's supposed to be way easy. There are people in your family that don't have the personality, don't have the looks like you, they don't want to put in the effort like you did, or they just don't know how to put in the effort like you did, or they just not gifted like I am also. So they go out of their way to mess you, ruin it, so that they feel good about themselves. So I had to explain that to people. I said my whole side of my mother's side of the family just wanted to destroy me. You know what I'm saying? And they think that their life feels so good now that because they are on top of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's all artificial. So I'm just rebuilding, getting myself back in order. I know who to watch out for, what type of personalities to watch out for, and I'm gonna get where I'm going. And I see people with millions of subscribers. I know that one day I'm gonna get right there too. Maybe it's at 40, 42. But one thing I do notice is these young broads do not care. These young ladies do not care. They do not. So listen, I will always have a nice, beautiful women at all times, every age. I'll always be able to have them. So that's why I'm in cool with being peaceful with myself and taking time with myself and chilling and setting back. Like I can have beautiful women walking through this door. I can have any kind of woman walking through this door, but I choose not to because I'm trying to get myself mentally, physically, financially, spiritually together after dealing with the woman that I dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So I realize how important it is to have the right woman, not just any woman. Everybody has ties. You have ties to people. So when you lay with somebody or you deal with somebody or you speak to somebody, you're tied to that person, whether it's words, some emotion comes from it. You know what I'm saying? And you're tied to that. So I choose to be selective with the people that I really spend time with. And until somebody really catches my eye, I'm not interested in it. I'm just not. You know what I mean? I know what I want. I know what my woman's supposed to look like. I know how she's supposed to act. I know what her family's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna stick to what I'm doing because when I find you, it's all love, all day, 24 hours, 365. I'm not playing because I've yearned so long for real love, like genuine love, and it's been stolen from me from the person that is supposed to nurture me and love me and take care of me and this and that, but they could not get out their own demonic ways, so they had to ruin me. So I'll have the last laugh, but it's not about that. It's about making myself happy and smile while I'm doing what I'm doing. This rebuild, man. Listen, I'm so excited to go to work Every day I'm excited to go to work just because I know I could talk to people and I could, I get paid to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? It's not much, but I'm investing it to make it more money. I know how to work this. I know how to work on some, invest my money. So I'm chilling for the rest of the year. I don't care about summer. I don't care about winter. I might not care about next summer either, to be honest with you. Until I have an M and my money the way I want it to, I'm not buying nothing. I'm paying off my debt. I'm paying back the people that helped me. And then I'll start buying stuff. You're not gonna find me really buying. Listen, I'm gonna be wearing the same clothes until I get to where I'm going. I'm motivated. I'm motivated. All right, maybe I'll buy some new clothes when I get into school, but I haven't heard back from them in a minute yet. I haven't heard back from them at all, really. But I'm running into the right people to help me get there. Just like when I was in San Diego or Chula Vista, when I was in Chula Vista, I had to go to the gym, start meeting people, and then I found people to help me with the disability. If I didn't have that disability money, I would be on the streets hardcore, and nobody in my family came to try to help me at all. And I dug myself out of this. You know what I'm saying? I dug myself out of this hole. I had a little help spiritually, a couple verbal, support systems, but I dug myself out of this hole, bro. And I brought on two little monsters who drive me insane, but I also know now that I'm back to my Navy ways where I don't get any sleep. It's just work, 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 whether I'm sitting on the floor stretching, getting my body right, or I'm walking down the stairs to bring them outside, or I'm actually at work. It feels good to only have to put a gallon of gas in my car for 2 weeks. I'll tell you that much. Then I caught word that my gym membership that usually is $38 a month, insanity, is only $15 now that I work at Walmart. So you know where I'm about to get, you know where I'm about to be. And I figured, let's just go get the size back. Let's go get our big ass size back because that's your therapy. Don't, I had my time away from it for the past really like 2 years, 2.5 years. And it's time. I got the body back in order. Maybe this will help even more if I get back into the gym. So next paycheck, I'm gonna just go ahead and pay up my gym membership because I've been kind of letting that slack. Pay up the gym membership, and I'm gonna start going back and get serious. Even if it's for an hour a day, I'm gonna be in there and I'm gonna get my protein. Well, maybe not because I don't want to spend extra money. Fuck that protein. I'll get creatine. Damn, I gotta get protein. I'll get protein and I'll do what I gotta do to get my muscle back on. I'm excited to see what I look like though, because it's been a minute. But I want to be back to 220, at least 200, at least 200. So straight monster, legs looking crazy, waist looking small as hell, chest looking big, back looking crazy, arms looking like they always do, just chiseled like you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of you guys seen me back when I was, really big. So I'm gonna show you this time. I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna make sure that I get back on this court major. So, and I'm gonna do everything that I said I want to do. 50 is real close. So by 50, I want to be a terror. I still see NBA players at 50 something years old playing white chocolate. Jason Williams still hooping. Why am I not still hooping? Because I had hating ass family. I had a hating ass mom, a hating ass brother, a dumb father. You know what I'm saying? I can't use that as an excuse anymore because I'm away from them. I'll never see them again. I'll never talk to them again. They made the bed that they about to lay in. They don't notice that they in it, but they gonna know. So I'm gonna make the most out of this before they come and get me because I know they're gonna, I know that they're gonna end up sending somebody. When I finally do start getting up there. My mother's a hater, so and my brother's just he's a minion. So hopefully they mature a little bit, but I doubt it. But I gotta start doing what I gotta do. You know, my friend always tells me, I say, don't go back, don't go back north, don't go back up north. You know, you looking for trouble. Listen, I can't be afraid of what it's a part of my life. It's what's supposed to happen. If you want me that bad, you want to hurt me that bad because you can't stop me, I guess that's what it is. You know, so I'm taking on all challenges. I don't care. I want what I want, and I'm doing it with love. So if you feel some kind of way, you should probably look in the mirror and figure yourself out, just like I did. I had to do it. You know, there's a lot of people that's doing well in life. There's a lot of demons doing well in life, especially where I'm from. You know, they get jobs in certain places and they start, riding, certain people that's in the industry, and they think that that's going to help them propel to get to where they got to go. And after a while, it's all going to catch up what you've done before. 2025, 2026, this ain't going to happen. All the truth's going to come out, and I'll be back on top. And it might not be from basketball. There might be a mixture of things, but I'm going to have everything I want. The big old house, the 5 dogs, the beautiful wife, the big old nice, sexy ass Rolls Royce. I'm going to have everything I want. Everything. And I'm making the athlete money. I guarantee you that. So stay tuned. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting back started. Even where I'm at, where I'm gonna be, I'm still gonna be saying I'm getting started because I'm learning something else. I'm tweaking another way to figure it out. I'm taking over YouTube. I'm taking over all social media platforms. I'm telling you, just give me time to get my money right so I can get the things and meet the right people and shake the right hands and kiss the right babies. Watch. I'm telling you. This is how I roll out of bed. This is how I roll out of bed. And if I can get a team to put a little, clean me up and whatnot, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I see what they were saying years ago. And now it's my turn. It's my turn to finally maximize my potential and then maximize somebody else's potential that they think for me. And then maximize somebody else's, you know what I mean? So I'm a walking, talking billboard. And I've always been that way. I just had some haters in my family. A lot, all of them really. So you can't stop a king from being a king, bro.